Hey there guys, how's it going? It's Mr. Emerald Dragon back again, and we're back on the mount. I'm gonna have to level with you. I'm gonna run through some stuff here, and I'm gonna know exactly what's going on for a little bit because, well, I was recording it, and I had a bit of a Windows update that decided it had to restart the computer in the middle of the recording, so that kind of screwed up footage. So we're starting over, and all the complete nonsense I was talking I'll have to do again. So this safe that I couldn't figure out, yeah, apparently code right here. Now I forget already what the hell the code was, so 2452. My god, I am blind. 24521267. So let's see, it was 24 52 12 67 and here we go. We got another one of these small pieces of carved stone. So I'm going to head down to where the next one is, and while I'm going there, I'm going to tell you the story again of the true story of the game. So, like I surmised last time, as with all supposedly true stories, it was complete bullshit. Where's the... yeah. So yeah, complete bullshit. It's not based off a true story at all. The true story is actually the Irish words popping up right in your face for everything. So, the main guy behind the game, when he came over to Ireland for the first time, there was a bit of culture shock, apparently. And, you know, he saw signs everywhere with Irish on them, and he was freaked out. He didn't understand it. He didn't know what was going on. Some nonsense about him going over to the Gaeltacht areas and having even less idea of what's going on, even though while they do speak Irish quite a bit in the Gaeltacht areas, everything still has, you know, English right next to it. Because, to be honest, outside of the Gaeltacht areas, very few people have any real idea how to speak Irish. So, that's really the only bit of the true story. It's not based on any story whatsoever, just his own feelings about moving to Ireland and not really knowing what's what. Wonderful story, isn't it? Now, with this, it'll slowly rotate and open these gates one by one. All in all, there's 4 gates down along. And they're opening in a weird order now. Okay. Here we go. Now, I forget where all the crosses and stuff were, so I might miss a few. A sick thought can devour the body's flesh more than fever or consumption. see. Any crosses along here? I don't think there were.
This all seems so familiar. I have been this way before. If only I could remember. I could have saved them all. I could have saved everyone. This fucking island. This fucking rain. This fucking bleakness. Day after day, this perpetual dampness is seeping into everything, crawling over all that resides beneath it, saturating my very thoughts.
Okay, so he's nice and happy, isn't he?
25th of November 1993. Why did he do it? Why did he do it? Him of all people, a doctor. If anyone could have seen the light at the end of the tunnel, it should have been him. To see him hanging there, swinging from that tree off Mulligan's slope was a shocking sight. Maybe it was the illness that had gotten to him. Maybe it was just this fucking place.
So as you can see, we as a nation like to curse, and obviously have really shit bodies in our games that defy gravity. Quite weirdly defy gravity. But anyway, we'll move swiftly along. We can't get in here just yet. There's something we gotta go and do down here. So let's just have a little read of this, shall we?
24th of October 1993. The sun on our backs. Had a picnic at Brennan's Folly and spent the day on its beach. Peter caught a crab from one of the rock pools. I think I felt the baby kick out against my hand as I rested it on Rachel's stomach. She seems to be getting bigger by the day. Only a few weeks left now.
And for my own little babby-to-be, it's only literally a couple of days at this point to the due date, so yeah, trying to get as much recording in as I can. So we need a handle for this. We don't have it yet. We will get it soon.
15th of November 1993. Disease. The rain has left a dark shadow over this god-forsaken place. We're all trying to keep Rachel comfortable and above all warm. Something that is very hard in this place. This blasted fluid that has its grip over her is taking its toll. With Rachel becoming so weak, I think it is time for Anya to enter the world.
C-section with some kind of hunting knife, I'm guessing. Now, we need some stuff over here, so we're going to have to get in this gate. But it's locked, so we need to find the key. Nowhere else to go but down here. So as you can see, there's a lot of poorly dug graves down here. Like, I mean, some of the worst places to put a grave is on the sand. Then again, it's also a really good place to put it, but not if you want to remember where it is, because after a while, those stones will be washed away, or more sand will be washed up on top of the stones. The cross will definitely be gone. I mean, this is somewhere where you forget a body. You put the body there and you forget about it. That's not somewhere you go to remember, but I suppose with everyone dying, like this guy, maybe they just don't want to remember it. So there's not a whole hell of a lot out here.
21st of December 1993. Lighthouse. I think I need to line up these plinths with the lighthouse. Hopefully the beam will remain powered long enough for me to try this theory. I must continue moving forward. I know there isn't anyone left alive back at Pitcairn Point. That spit of land is now a wasteland brought on by disease.
Now, the plinths that he mentions there's 4 of them in total. Or is it 3? I think it's 3 actually, I can't remember, it's been a couple days. So this is the first one, but I can't do anything with it yet. There's another one behind the lighthouse, one over there. Yeah, it's 3 of them. So I gotta go out this way. I believe it's out this way that I find the next gas can for the generator that's over here. So we'll go out, we'll pick that up, and once we have that, we'll be able to do this quick little puzzle. Of course, I say quick, but when I was doing it the last time, it took me a few minutes to really figure it out. Even though there's, you know, a couple of hints. But, you know, like most hints in this, they're not 100%. You really have to figure stuff out. But where was it that I found that petrol can? Was it back here?
The beating heart of this place, I fear, has now ceased to bear life. The sickness that has spread over this island has left nothing but sadness within its shadows. It seems that the islanders have had to face up to one of 2 inevitable paths: stay and openly embrace the encroaching plague, or flee by any possible means. With all this death that surrounds me, I believe the majority of people have chosen unwisely.
Okay, so now that that talking is done, as you can see, here's one of the plinths again, and there's the lighthouse they referenced. So we want to have a little read of this.
24th of December 1993. Fisherman. These clothes can't be mine. This old blue tatty fisherman's jacket is like a tent, and the trousers barely fit me. And my hands. These hands. Hardly the hands that have seen a life of pulling in lobster pots and fishing nets. I can't seem to remember what has gone before.
So everyone's kind of forgetting everything about themselves and possibly going nuts as well. It's always a good sign. You know, clearly nothing bad is happening. It's all perfectly normal. Where was that petrol can? Like, it might have been somewhere out in the bloody open here. I can't rightly remember because I moved around so much. Like, I mean, I went all over the shop here, over and over and over. To be honest, I must have spent a good 20 minutes, at least, just rambling around here, going back and forth, trying to find these things.
"17th of November 1993. Death on the seas. The very last seaworthy vessel sailed away from Pitcairn Point today. Anyone who had managed to make it to the beach clambered to get on board, sick with fever. I can't see the boat making it past the submerged rocks just off the cape. Not in that storm. I fear any that don't perish through sickness will be left to the mercy of the icy Atlantic Ocean."
There we go. And I still... Wait a minute, now I think I remember. I don't think the petrol can is out here at all. I think I need to find the handle for the well. That's what I need. I can't rightly remember where that was, though. I don't think it was right around here. It might have been down at the generator over there. So I'll pop over there in a minute. I'm just going to double check over here in case there was something I forgot to pick up this time. Like out here is a lovely spot for a secret. And there we are. Can't believe I almost forgot about this. Found a secret area. And I already got the card from in there and it's not showing up anymore. So unfortunately you guys don't get to see a nice little shot of somewhere in Ireland. So we'll head on over to the little handy dandy shack over there. So just around here. Is that handle here? There we go. Not even going to bother going to the generator just yet. Because we're going to just put this straight in up here. And up comes our little key. There we go. So we come over here, because there's no lock on the other gate, but there is a lock here. And in here there's a couple of things. First off is the petrol can. You can't go down here with all the corpses. This is a hint at the lighthouse. You line up the 3 markers with your orientation. And on here we can't actually do anything with that yet. We got to go down here first. Here we have the generator. Boom. We'll have a little read of this.
21st of December 1993. Lighthouse. The island's solitary lighthouse is mysteriously still shining. Apart from a few generators scattered here and there, the rest of the island seems to be devoid of power. It must be getting its electricity from way up there on the summit of Montagues Mount. I guess I will know soon enough.
And I guess I too will know soon enough. Because I don't think there's too much left in this game. I got to a point very close to the end before it screwed up on me. So, you know, I don't think there's a whole lot left in this. So we come back up here and we have this little lever. And that opens up all the lids on the plinths that we needed to line up with the lighthouse. Now, of course, we don't specifically line them up with the lighthouse. Like that picture said, we line them up with our orientation. So we stand here, we look towards this sundial, and we look at our compass. So this one needs to be somewhere just a little off south towards the east. That's where north needs to point. Something like that. and we'll go over here and double check it. Is there something I didn't point out before? Those lights. One of them is not red, which means I did not point that in the right direction. I'm not even sure if I can see it from here without actually getting close.